Hi, guys. Carl Rothschild here. I just wanted to take this opportunity to talk to you about some of the successes and what's been going on with you. But meanwhile, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hello, my name is Dreama Gibson, and we recently opened up our own business a year ago in January. We had heard about laser lipo in the community and did our research and actually signed up for some treatments, and it worked. Then after we kind of met a distributor for our whole body vibration machine out of New York, and he said, are you in the market for a new laser lipo machine? I said, we'll look at it. And as soon as I saw the wraps, because I struggled with they were about the size, a little larger than a cell phone, but you had to place those on the body and tie them up, and you could only do one little area at a time, even though I had 8 panels. So I knew right away I was interested in that. And then when I heard about the wavelength change, shorten the wavelength, stronger energy, I was very interested. So that's how we got started with the lipo melt.
Who's that lady sitting next to you?
I'm Debbie Cosell. I'm their practice health coach.
Okay. So tell me, how long have you been using the lipo melt?
We did a little test drive on it probably in July.
Okay, now this is middle of January 2017, so you're talking about July of 2016, so it's about 5 months ago.
Yes.
And so you've been using it about 5 months. Tell us some of the experiences you've had and some of the highlights.
Actually, today we had a real good result. She's a 24-year-old, came in, this is her 4th treatment, and I usually don't measure them quite that quickly. I do a measurement right after the first visit and maybe midway or at the end of their treatment. But I said, let's just see where you are, because she had kind of skipped a whole week. Her first visit, she was only down 1 3/4 on 3 measurements on her belly. Measured her today, she was down 7. Total of 7 inches.
Wow.
Very excited. She was too. She's getting married in May, so that's what we're working on. So I think with the lipo melt,
getting married, or you're working on her getting thinner?
Well, she's getting married and she's working on getting thinner. So I think with the lipo melt, I have seen larger. We had results with the other machine as well, but not to this degree. So we're seeing it quicker. And we're seeing some of the skin tightening a little bit better than our other machine. And we've just recently started using it, doing our faces. And
anybody that's over 40, do it on the face, because we are getting unbelievable feedback. I don't know if you saw that picture. I imagine you would.
I did.
Her name is Maddie, and she's an owner of one of our devices in Knoxville, Tennessee. And she's the one that got us realizing that let's just put the pads right on the face. And since we've done that, we've had 100% effect. What I mean by that is that not everybody's going to look 20 years younger, but everyone's going to notice something. It's going to be softening of the face, and if you do it long enough, you'll start seeing the wrinkles go, the under the eye stuff, things like that, with great success. So we're recommending everyone do it on everybody that's over 40 years old. If you got a kid, I don't think you need to do this. Although acne and acne scars have also reacted and responded well to this. And because it's so new, we would love for you to just do it on anything and everything.
We're doing it ourselves. We've done 10 treatments. And like you said, I can already tell a softening. We took a before picture, and clearly you can see the lines of, you didn't see me before, but they've softened, definitely.
And the lifting of the eyes is what I noticed.
Yeah, so it must be lifting your forehead, because we've got our eyes protected. So there must be some lifting going on in the forehead to make our eyes, open wider.
Yeah, so you're using like peepers over the eyes and things like that?
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, getting back to some of the successes that you've experienced, have you noticed a change in your business? For example, you guys are in a unique situation because you were doing something like this prior to using the lipo melt, so you're a little bit more advanced than most people who start. Most of the people who sign up with us with lipo melt have never done anything like this before, so the difference is dramatic. They've gone from not doing it at all to wow, all of a sudden they're getting a dozen people who are experiencing great results. And it doesn't work on everybody. And that's an important
No, there's a handful of people, you're right. It just doesn't work.
And when it doesn't work, that's where the expertise comes in of, it's sort of like playing basketball without defense. I mean, anyone can score when there's no one on the other side. The defense here is that you've got people who don't respond. What's the conversation like with that person? How do you get them to appreciate how they can help and why it might not work so well for them? So as long as the person's doing the lipomelt, doing the, some type of 10 minutes of exercise right after, getting the fat away from the fat cells and getting it either processed, eliminated, whatever, then we have a higher results with that. And you guys, what are you using for exercise right after? You have the whole body vibrational device?
Yes, we have the VT500.
Okay, and you like that?
Love it.
Great, that's an important thing. What I was going to say is that, in my opinion, and I've done a lot of events, there are two really important things that you guys can do from a marketing point of view if you're not doing them. One is an open house, huge. And if you look on our website, we have the 20 steps to an open house. Have you noticed that?
No.
Okay, so I want you to, we'll talk another time. Maybe you can call, we'll call you back. But on the website, under marketing, one of the first things it says open house. And I'm telling you, it's a real good push and promotion. But even more important is that we call it standard procedure. That means that everybody, when you walk into a room, you probably flip the switch on and turn on the lights. That's a standard procedure, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how standard procedure, what I'm about to tell you, should be on anything and everybody that you know. And that's the whole the body composition analyzer. You do it on everybody. I don't care if they're as skinny as a toothpick or as big as whatever. Everyone should have a reading on that. And the reason is you and your staff, everyone needs to know how to use this device and then how to interpret the device. And really, there is a reading on there that gives you the person's biological age. And that's the thing that I look for. I mean, everyone wants to know all these other numbers, but they don't remember them as easily as they. If you ask somebody their age, there's probably everyone knows their age, right? And when you do this, it gives them a biological age, and it says, if you go to somebody and say, this thing says you're 60, but we know you're only 45, that's not good. And by the way, that's shocking to the person. I mean, they know that they're not skinny, but they didn't realize how an effect this can be. And that is aging them faster than they deserve. And I always say the same thing. I said, this is not good. But I want to tell you something. I can get you younger. So let's start. And I bring them into the other room, or I have the staff bring them into another room. We schedule them. If we can't do it right, then they're for their first session free. And that's how you build a business. And you should be, there shouldn't be any two-legged human walking by your facility who you don't do body composition analyzer. And it's a winner. And so if you hire somebody, they go out and do a health fair, hire somebody to do. Now we also have a PowerPoint presentation that we offer to you for free, and you can just read from this PowerPoint presentation or hire someone to do that at Lunch and Learns around your neighborhood. So is there anything, if somebody was thinking of investigating lipomelt, and maybe even thinking about purchasing something like this, what would you say to them now? What would you say to them?
Basically that the technology works and that it's very easy to use. That, as far as the training on usage, it's probably one of the easiest devices that we've ever brought into a practice. And then seeing the results, that when someone has a treatment, that they get those instant results, which brings them back.
So have you guys used it for pain relief at all, or anything?
Oh, yes.
So tell me
Love
about
it.
that.
Yeah, we're equally as excited about that. Like you referred to before, the trifecta, which is what we're doing. I treated a fellow, a young guy, but he was a professional soccer player, and he had a scapula injury. And he said, I've had injections, I've done everything. He was actually meeting with us on a networking project. And so I said, do you have time? And he goes, yeah, I got about 20 minutes. So I laid the pad on the table and laid him on it. He's already calling back. I mean, he said, I haven't had anything. He goes, it's hurting me now, but he goes, it really helped for a couple days. And I said, well, you need a series of it, reduce all that inflammation. And he's in the medical industry.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we're doing my internist, her daughter, who has kind of unexplained pain. So we're doing some pretty interesting, exciting things with the pain.
I was stung on my right leg by below the knee, 2 different stings, wasps, and my leg was so swollen I couldn't bend the knee, and Dreama wrapped it. And we have before and after pictures, the day she wrapped it and then the next day. And the pictures are amazing.
With the lipomelt, I mean, we've gotten fair, skinny people losing 3 inches the first time. I mean, I don't even think they had 3 inches to lose. I'm shocked. So I think hydration probably plays a lot to do with it. If they're hydrated, they're going to get a better result. Obviously, youth, health, if you're healthy, I think, you seem to get faster results. Like you said, if you're sick, it's a little bit longer.
Okay.
Right.
So it's the same thing. You have to use, I would say, a number of people. Different situations. How much weight did they have to lose? If someone doesn't really have a lot of weight to lose, but yet they want to tighten and tone the stomach area or the love handles, than to someone that has 100 pounds to lose. You can't just use it on a couple of people. I mean, there's no device that you would recommend that someone add to their practice, a few people, and use it. That it just doesn't work that way. You've got to go out there and bring in all types of people to use it on. That's the real test of whether or not it works.
I really appreciate you guys giving me this opportunity.
That's
Okay.
great.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot.
Nice to finally meet you.
All right, you take care.
You too. Bye-bye.